Evening, everybody. We are officially live for a Monday night surprise. Y'all didn't think I was gonna be streaming at this time, huh? Well, here I am. Suck it. Y'all can y'all can suck it. I'm just gonna make sure my mic is good. I think my mic is working. Gotta be sure that I'm not doing anything I should not be doing. And that my live stream is good. All right, we are live. We're good. We're solid. Anyways, what do we got here? Market is pushing on up. Let's see. We opened up here. We're coming to test VWAP now. Be careful here, guys. Looking like it's gonna be a V reversal. Today was actually a pretty interesting day this morning, to be honest. I've made some money actually. Got another payout coming out soon, so I'm just waiting for the funds to be deducted from that account. I went ahead and requested the payout already, so now I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens now, to be honest. And yeah, let's see the market. We're pushing up. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Did I already get the funds taken out? Oh, wow. Okay, it was already nice. Okay, the funds were already deducted from my account. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm back. The funds were actually deducted from my account, so I just had to go check it. I didn't get the email on my phone, but it looks like I didn't get a ping for it, which is great, to be honest. Whoop. Sorry, y'all. Just kind of get my setup for tomorrow. Looks like we are checking off of VWAP here, but gotta be a little bit careful because we are in a downtrend. So let's see here. 81, I don't want that. I'm gonna take a short here. I like this projection off here. Let's see if we can get tagged in at 49.25. Looks like I might miss it. A little bit late to the party, so tragic. I'm gonna cancel that trade then, since we did not get filled there. My hair is a mess. Hold on. Just got done taking a shower, ate dinner, got back from the gym. Here I am. So pretty good close, to be honest. Looks like it's still a bearish close because close rejected VWAP and closed back in this range. I think if it would have closed up here like 50, 55, would not have been good for the bears. So looks like the continuation to the downside is still happening. On the good side though, I'm surprised my payout was already. Your money has been okay. Nice, dude. And this platform, they are on top of it. I just wish they would give me a code so I can become an affiliate. But until then, I think you already know what this platform is. I'm just being petty, but hey, yo, man, you ain't getting that free cheese. If you're gonna be greedy about it, hey, I can play the game too. Here we go. A good bearish close. Looking to see if we can retest up here again. Would be nice to take a short, kind of back to the bottom of the range here. I am just trading on an evaluation account as well. The funds were deducted from my funded account. Sorry, y'all, which is great. But now I'm not gonna trade that until the New York Open, right? think I've learned my lesson from trading overnight with my funded account. On the other side, though, which is kind of crazy, y'all, kind of wild, Apex has come out with some new rules. I know that I was actually rejected. I'm gonna take a short there, see if we can take this back down to 3750. But I know y'all see the video that I have with them. Like they just had too many rules, and I didn't like trading with them because of that. But now that they've gotten rid of like the payout denial and stuff, honestly, like they've moved back up into being a good prop firm. I am not gonna be ashamed to admit it, but I did get an account with them to try out the new rules. Because to be honest, like they were, I mean, they've paid out, right? Just that they had too many rules, and honestly, that was the biggest turnoff for a lot of people. Was just like so many rules against you, and I was like not a big fan of that. You know, you could almost, even if you traded as perfect as you thought you did, there's a chance that you could have gotten denied for whatever reason, right? Which wasn't great. And when your payouts are in the hands of another person, it's never good. Oh, come on. How far were you away from me? 3850? Oh, 1 point away, dude. No way. That's crazy. That's tough. Oh, here we go. Might still have a chance. ES is pushing above you up, so it's not looking great. But not looking good. Let's see how we close here. Definitely are about to open up. I do not want this to close above you up. That's not gonna look good. We want this to close back down in this range. I'm sorry, y'all. Just gotta clear my throat. Come on. Let's close below. Bulls are deciding to come through as soon as I get in short here. Looks like this might be a loss. 1 point away. Sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how the cookie crumbles. We're about to open up a new candle here in about 5 seconds, so I'm just kind of being patient here. I mean, I'm already in this trade, so I'm going to see how it plays out. Oh, all right. Open a new candle. That's not a great close. Looking like I'm going to take the stop here, so before that happens, I am going to minimize my losses and take a 120 loss here instead of the full 200. Of course, watch I get out, and it's about to tank to my take profit. That's where it was originally at, down here, 897, whatever, 37. Don't come down. Don't be like that. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have to let the trade hit your stop loss either. Oh my goodness. Don't do it. Don't do this to me, NASDAQ. Keep going up. Don't come down to where my take profit was at. That's one of the most, I mean, every single trader goes through it, right? Every single trader will go through the exact same situation that I just went through. It don't matter. At some point, if you have not experienced it, you will experience it at some point. It doesn't matter. Either way, we got a $928 payout coming out. I have a $728 payment that should be, it was processed, should be hitting my account by tonight, which is great, midnight. By midnight, should be hitting my account. So right now we are 120, we're down 120 on the night for this session. This is technically now moving into the next day because Asia, oh my goodness, come on. Ugh. Look, I don't care what anybody says. No, dog, you gotta be kidding me. The moment that I decide to get out myself, the market goes right back down. Granted, my take profit was at, okay, good. My take profit was down at 37.50. It came a point away from me, so please don't come down. Please go up. Please go up so I can be wrong and I can feel happy about myself. don't care what anybody says, dude. There's no such thing as a non-emotional trader. The only ones that are that are bots. They do exist, but if you are a human being trading, you will have emotions. Anybody that tells you that they don't have emotions about trading, they are lying. No way. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, okay. It looks like the shorts might still play out, to be honest. We'll just have to wait. There's no wick up here, but I think there is a play. 5 minute chart's looking good to the downside. I'm gonna take a short here. See if we can break that. Go back in. Oh, that was such a tragic trade. Tragic, tragic. I should have just stayed in, right? Should have, could have. Wouldn't have, because I got out early. We missed that. Although I don't like how there's no really wick up here. So it's not a really good look. I'm going to take a long here instead. You know what? We're going to try to see if we can get this push back up. Put my stop loss right under this candle. See if we can just bullish engulf this again. Move it right back up. Because this 3 minute candle is a little bit unnatural in my opinion. It's a little bit unnatural. There's no wick to the top, so I want to see if we can engulf this, go back up. It's coming back down. Oh, I'm about to take this loss. This time, if I don't, it's going to actually hit my stop loss. Hold on, let me make sure I mute this so y'all don't hear the stop loss. It is pretty loud with my sound bars, so. Come on, let's get this bullish engulf candle right back to the sky. It's not a natural close. I don't like this 3 minute candle close. Let's go push it back up. Back to VWAP. Let's go, let's go. This was just a ploy to squeeze out, so let's push it back up to 50s. Come on. You can do a NASDAQ. Don't be that guy tonight. There we go. Push it above 45. Let's shoot up to 50. There we go. There we go. Good, good. Let's push it 50. Want to see this keep pushing. Don't stall here. 48, 49. Let's get 49 on the ask. 44. We're stalling. There we go. Can we get 49, 50 on the ask? Let's get 50 and go straight to 51.25. I'm now going to move this to break even. There we go. Perfect. Was tempted to take a short here, but I said that was just a very unnatural close. There we go. Unnatural close of 3 minute. A sell just like that, I've just seen it too many times. You think the market is flipping on you? Nope. It's just going to go right back up. I did. Now, there was emotions in that trade. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say I 100% did that. Definitely with some emotions, besides that with two, but I just had a gut feeling that it was just going to go back up because of that unnatural close. Feel this, no wick. Basically, I mean, there's a very tiny wick, but this kind of close on a 3 minute, it's just not really good. This already happened here, right? There was no wick. But since it bumped down, there's no way that's going to repeat a second time, right? Look, you can't 100% predict the market, but you can kind of sometimes just throw in your imagination or something. You know, you gotta rely on your gut. This is not financial advice, though, okay? This is just entertainment and educational purposes, right? But we're now up 280 on the night. So on this evaluation account, we are up to 80. The balance is at, you saw 1645. So now that we've broken above there, I think it's a good chance for the market to flip it back down here. Rejection off of VWAP. Let's push it back down. There we go. Man, what a move. That's 10 points. If you play some high contracts, you could have squeezed in some wins. Would have been great, right? Right? Anyways, I was saying before I got distracted, Apex does have better rules now, so I did go back and buy an account with them. Just see how it goes. I think the rules are way, way better now, right? Compared to having like it felt like it was 8 million rules and couldn't really be comfortable just getting into a trade. But everything's good now with it. Still playing to their strengths. They're really catering to the traders and what their stats say. And I would imagine, not a lot of traders make it to the 6 payout. I'd never ever made it whenever I was trading with them to the 6 payout. But overall, I mean, if you're trading multiple accounts, making $1,500 each on the account, dude, that's solid, right? There's only a very, 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 very small amount that do make it to like the millions in payout. So either way, this is not Apex that I'm trading right now with, though. This is another prop firm, and I will just say it so everybody knows now. I'm not promoting them just yet, just because I don't have an affiliate code with them. So have tried multiple times to apply to them, and every time I've just applied to get an affiliate code, I've been rejected almost instantaneously. Which it is what it is, right? I mean, I'm a small creator, so I don't blame him. But at the same time, hey, yo, y'all gotta be scouting talent, right? If you ain't scouting talent, don't be mad when, when that talent blows up. Let's see, do we get this? Is market gonna break now to the downside? Looks like it's happening. Huge rejection off of VWAP. If you're wondering what this blue line is, this is VWAP. I'm up to 80 right now, so just being patient here, see if there's another setup that comes. We are chopping here, but overall trend is down, so opened up here, 1700. We opened up at 25,003, and we've just sold down. Went back up, rejected down, so overall trend is down. Right now, it could just keep chopping here for a few more hours, couple more hours, and then it tanks, sets a new low. Come down here, 24,860, because this is where all this junk is. So kind of just keeping a mental tab here of what's happening. There we go. Or it could just happen right here, but I'm not too overzealous. Trading overnight. Okay, still breaking down. We just keep going down. If it closes down here, we 30 seconds, about another 20 seconds, and then we're gonna get a new 3-minute candle. So if we do close down here, the bears have a really good chance of going for this 24,000. I think 900 is it's a whole number, so might be the target. So I'm kind of just thinking out loud, not financial advice. Obviously, when you're watching my streams, don't copy my trades, okay? Don't copy any streamer's trades out there. It doesn't matter how good they are. Do not copy it. And here's something I have learned, right, through my own experiences, that if you actually before I say this, I don't think I want to say it because technically it will be considered financial advice. So you know what? No, okay. I'll say this is my own experience, right? And I've now gone to the point where I'm able to consistently take payouts. I'm not at a point where I'm profitable yet. I will be honest. I am not a profitable day trader yet. But what kind of helped me shift my mindset from going to one, a guy that took basically almost forever just to pass a evaluation, to being able to pass funded accounts almost at will, right? Unless I become stupid. But the mindset shift was just learning how to trade on my own and not copying somebody else or following them, right? And I'd never followed any signal groups, but I remember whenever I first started, really just tuning into streams, kind of like, oh, maybe I can, you know, get an idea from them. So I guess technically it is a little bit, but I was always afraid to not just watch somebody trade. It was like watching. I treated live streams as if watching the live stream, that guy was my like a teacher, right? The guy that was teaching me, my mentor, and I was kind of afraid to go on my own. But what really like shifted my mindset, helped me just get to the point where I can take payouts, is learning how just to trade without the noise. Don't have a stream in the background. If you're gonna watch it, just tune into the streams to kind of chill out, right? Have some fun. But if you really want to become a day trader, you have to trade by yourself. You have to be okay with just trading and not being afraid to take your own trades. And that was like one mindset shift that really, really helped me, right? And that way, I'm not focused on the chatter, the noise outside. The only noise that, I'm fighting is my own thoughts. Sometimes some stupid thoughts as well of like, hey, I should enter here where a trade doesn't exist. But that's just my, spiel. Welcome. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But that was something that I think the best thing is just being able to trade on your own, not relying on anybody, even if it's just there for comfort. That was one of the best things. Now, I am streaming now, so I guess it's a bit different, but I will say this. I respect any day traders out there that are willing to put themselves in front of a camera, take trades, and take losses live to the public. And I'm not talking about like a paid Discord, just like what I'm doing now, right? I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I didn't realize like how just much more tougher it is to stream in front of people. I guess streaming YouTube, because like when you make a mistake, dude, people right there, a lot of people want to chirp. Bro, let's say here the market is breaking down. We are forming a little bit of a flag, so I think if we hold down here, good chance for the market to flip back down. I just don't see why the market would just be right up, but I mean, anything can happen, right? Something like this. Take a short there, and we'll just kind of target the 10 point right there. Anyways, side note, I do need to create a new thumbnail for my live stream. The one that I made, it's not bad, but it's kind of wacky, to be honest. Plus, I have my little puby stash. Kind of crazy. Can't believe that. Oh, looks like we're not going to get filled here. So I'm going to kill that trade for now. What time is it? It's 34. So we have 2 more minutes until the next, about a minute and a half left until the next candle open. I'm still expecting us to break down to 900. So I want to find a good entry up here to get short. Kind of just off a little mini bear flag here, and we continue down to 900s. I really don't want to mark it in here if I don't have to. But I feel like if I don't do it, I'm going to miss out on this trade. But it is what it is, right? It is. Yo, Astro. I haven't seen that name in a long time. Well, I guess I haven't really been streaming as much, so that's kind of my fault. But how's it going, man? Killing it? Not killing it? Taking dubs. Making it happen. All right. Looks like I missed that. Looks like we're going to break down to 900. So I'm going to be patient. I really don't want to mark it in here. Really do not. If I'm being honest. Because as soon as I chase it, going to it's gonna go against me. But if I don't chase it, it's gonna go the way I want it to. That's just how it goes. It's been good, man. Astro. It's the big well, the beginning of this year was definitely rough. I made some stupid decisions, right? And I definitely ate it. It's 100% my fault, and I'm gonna take responsibility for it. But the past couple of weeks have been better. I have been getting taken. I have been taking payouts, so definitely, thankful for that. Overall, trading's going good. Hey, let's go. How much? You gotta share that in the chat, bro. Freaking, let's go. We'll put 100, dude. Freaking, that's awesome, man. Is that like your first payout ever in trading? Or is that payouts of this year? Oh, okay. 409.70. Dude, that's solid. Let's freaking go, dude. That is worth celebrating. Tell you, man. That's the best feeling. When you get your first payout ever, it's like everything you've worked for is like it's real. You can actually make money day trading. That's the best feeling ever, dude. If you don't mind me asking, I know it's a little bit personal, but I guess I'll share my experience. Mine, it took me about a year and a half to get my first payout, dude. Hey, no buts, dude. Just celebrate it, okay? Just accept the wins. I know you want to criticize yourself for whatever you've done, but oh, hey, don't worry, man. Welcome to the club, Astro. I have done that before. Way crazy, And you know what? I'll be honest with you. My first ever payout, you know what? Don't feel lonely because I did something stupid. I've done a lot of stupid stuff, and oh man, just missed it. Whatever. But my first payout was 5,600. That was from Top Step, and I'm not saying this to brag, but I had $5,600 in a buffer after my first ever payout, and guess what? I blew it the next day. It's tough, man. Yeah, dude. It's I think you've probably heard it, dude. That post payout syndrome, dude. It is crazy good. Yeah, I'm like the 5,600. That was like a couple years back. That was my first ever payout, and then I had the 5,000. I had another $5,600 in withdrawal, not withdrawal, and buffer, and I blew it the very next day because I was like, man, now that I like, now that I've taken this first payout, the sky's the limit. I was just stupid. But the post payout, yeah, dude, post payout syndrome, it is very, very real. But I mean, dude, 400 and then 970, or I can't remember. Were you trading with Top Step or who are you with? Oh, there we go, 900. We broke it. Looks like we might come down this level. Man, I should have just marked it in right there, but it is what it is. I don't want to chase it. My funded features. Okay. Nice, nice. I've heard some good stuff about my funded futures. I just haven't really traded it myself. I don't know the rules. I mean, right now I'm trading with a daily payout prop firm. In my opinion, I mean, I'm the one that I'm trading with right now, I would say is the best. I'm not gonna say their name, and I've said it multiple times. I'm just being petty because I'm not affiliated with them yet. But they allow daily payouts, and it is not. I think Trade Day is one that allows you, but it's not them. It's the other one. But that one's, in my opinion, the best. The only thing that sucks is that it has an intraday drawdown once you are funded. But dude, once you get above that, the daily payout is so nice. In my opinion, that's the best right now. And then another firm that has kind of moved up, as a shame, as I am to admit it. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta grow up. Is I think Apex is coming in up there right at, it's coming to the top now. For me, it's this firm that I'm training with now, and then I guess it's kind of not fair because I haven't traded the other ones. Yeah, Top Step has taken a nosedive, like a huge nosedive. They used to be like I used to be with them, right? So they used to be the number one firm. Like a couple years back, 2023, whatever, 2022, like once they got rid of their, because they used to have two stages on their like evaluation, and I went through that process. I still have videos on it. I just have it privated, but you had to pass the first phase and then go through the second phase. But yeah, dude, like with all the changes that they've been happening, if Top Step doesn't get their crap together, they're gonna be phased out eventually. I mean, their Trustpilot reviews are terrible too. Yeah, dude, Top Step was great. They were number one, but now that all these other firms are coming out, these other firms are like, oh, well, we see what's wrong with Top Step. And here's the thing too: a lot of these people that own these new platforms like Tradeify, I think Brett Simba traded with Top Step before too. Like he still trades with other platforms and all these other guys. Like Top Step was the one that really kind of helped these other people with certain platforms because here's the thing: is like what people don't like about Top Step, they went and just made you know, a better deal, right? Better application, a better company. And one thing too with Top Step is, I mean, they Top Step did their affiliates dirty, like really, really dirty. And I'm a little bit biased because I used to be affiliated with them, right? But one thing is like, whenever Top Step had just started YouTube, they were promoting, they were just accepting affiliates, and they all their affiliates were like promoting them, pushing a lot of stuff towards them. Even their biggest guys like Trades by Matt, Patrick Whelan, they really represented Top Step, and they cut them, right? So I think things really just went down after they let go of Patrick Whelan and Trades by Matt. After that, everything just sucked for them. And then they eventually got to like 100,000 subscribers, and Top Step didn't say it, but with their actions, they pretty much said, hey, we're big and we don't need you guys now. So we're going to kick you guys and we're just going to get rid of all of our affiliates. So that was a really dirty move they did to their affiliates. And I think they're just Top Step, it's just karma biting them, you know? You get what you deserve, right? You do karma will come back and get you. And their rules now, even their payments, it's just expensive. And to be honest, I look at some of the prices, you know, like I don't even know the prices now, but I think their activation the last time one of my buddies still trades with them, it's like $120, dude. Like, why would you spend $120 just on an activation? You can go to another platform and spend $120 and with no activation fee, all in, right? Now the initial maybe phase is a little bit more expensive, but on the back end, not having to pay that is great. Like that's the thing. So like, all these other platforms are really listening to their traders, right, and giving the traders what they want, while also maintaining their profits. I will say this too. One thing that we as traders or platform traders need to do is don't try to game the system with the platforms. Play their game, and just trade the right way. Because it would suck if platforms go like if they just disappear, right? Platforms, we don't want to cheat them. We want to play their game and let us play our game too. 100% top step, and that's just one thing. They they don't listen, and this is just rumors. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but I think I remember seeing Trades by Matt a video. He mentioned something along the lines of like Top Step wasn't really listening to some of the input that he was telling them, right? And I think that was a turn off. So Trades by Matt really just he's like, yeah, I'm done with them, dude. And he moved on, and now they moved on to Apex, and they're doing great there. You know, Trades by Matt, guy's a solid trader. If there's anybody that is like, he's one of the most disciplined day traders I've ever seen. Kind of crazy. You know, the guy doesn't really swing from the fences, but he's there. He's making it happen. Yeah, he chill. Doesn't have any beef. Just a great guy. You know, that's what you want. Of course, you know, I'm not the best guy either. I've made some videos too, and which is kind of crazy. I'm just gonna admit it too. You know, I went and bought an account again with Apex. I didn't think I was ever gonna trade again with them just because of their rules, and I remember being denied. The video's up on my channel. I'm not gonna hide it too. You know, I don't want to be that guy that tries to hide everything, but the rules that they had before really just sucked. But now that they've come out with the new ones, I'm like, you know what? It's kind of a little bit better. Let me give them a second chance, right, and see how it goes. You got the 66. How's it going? Anyone can be profitable if they get accounts for free. Well, I don't think Matt. I mean, it has to be confirmed. I don't think he gets a free accounts. He still has to pay. But on Apex, I know Matt. He's kept his accounts for a really long time, from what I've seen. Like the guy has a buffer of like $7,000 across 20 accounts, so he's very like diligent with his accounts. But actually, from what I've seen, Apex, Astro, they got rid of all of that. So with Apex, they got rid of the MAE rules, whatever, their 30% rule. They got rid of all the videos. You don't need to record anything like that anymore. From what I understand, Apex has finally gone to black and white rules. So with them, it's kind of like very similar to Top Steps rules. You have to trade 5 days, but with the 5 days, there's a minimum of $250 that you have to make on all those 5 days. Which, to be honest, a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. For me, I don't really, I don't mind that. Right, that's with their end of day drawdown. For me, $250 is really easy to make. Right, like my base hits are $200, so it's not even that hard. Like I could just close my eyes and make $250. It's not that easy, anyways. But you know, that's just that and their rules. No more payout denies from what they said. So as long as you just do the 5 days and you stick to the 50% consistency rules, like you're gonna be good. And I'm like, that's great. That's what everybody's been wanting. Well, I mean, Kotzi, to that point, and I know it sounds like I'm defending Matt, but the guy has money, dude. Like buying 20 accounts for him and full porting is like Apex are 1 day to pass, and you can just full port the account. So like he has the money to just full port if he wanted to, and I don't know what PA numbers he's on, but I mean that's kind of the name of the game. But I don't think he gets free accounts, even if he is big, because I know that I think the other creator Patrick Whelan doesn't get it either. No, so right now Astro they have to pay the activation fee. Right now, I think there are new rules that were put in today, but from what I've seen, kind of just watching back then, from my own experiences with trading with Apex as well, it was $79 for activation fee. So they, I think, paid it was just 79. There's an activation fee for that, but the initial cost is so cheap because Apex is always like 80 or 90% off. So you're either paying $19 or you're paying like $34, 30, maybe like 50 for each. But I mean, it's always cheap to go with them. And now with the new rules too, it's great. The only thing is that once you get to your sixth payout, they close your accounts and you just have to restart again. But I think that's the pattern of every single Apex trader. You know, Patrick Trash. I mean, the guy is I don't know. I wouldn't say he's the best day trader, but I mean, he's definitely not the worst trader. Now he can be a little bit emotional trades. I think he's like him and Matt are polar opposites. Matt can be more disciplined, and Patrick Williams a little bit there. Oh, six payouts. If this is cutting me out, let me know. But with Apex, the new rules, once you get six payouts, your PA account gets closed and you have to purchase new Apex account, more new, I guess, evaluations and pass it and restart it over again. So that's the only downside. But to be honest, like, how many people are getting to six payouts with Apex? I kind of mentioned it a little bit, at the beginning of my stream, but I've never ever. I think the max I've ever gotten to with Apex on one single count is three payouts in a row. Yeah. So overall, but if you do get to the six payouts, I think somebody did the math. It's basically $300,000 if you did everything perfectly and you went all the way to six, like the six payouts with all the 20 accounts. I'm not gonna complain about that. Won't complain about it all. Doesn't make money. Yeah, Kati, I mean, I think Patrick has said that multiple times on stream too, that he makes a lot of money through outside of trading. So he doesn't hide that. He does not hide that. He's mentioned it that, he's an entertainer more so than a trader. So he's transparent about it. But overall, on the six accounts, if you make, if you get the six payouts with all 20 accounts, dude, that's solid. You're still making 300 grand. Like, who's going to cry about that, right? I'm not going to complain about that. Dude, $300,000 is super solid. That is a very, very stable income, even if you have a full family, right? And this is, I guess, from my own experiences, where I'm at. If you live in California, maybe prices are a little bit different. 100,000 doesn't really go far there. You probably need realistically like 200 to 300,000 to have the equivalent of six figures in California. But you have $300,000 anywhere else. If you come to like Missouri, you come to Oklahoma, anywhere like in the Midwest, you are sitting solid at 300,000. Even if you had a family and two kids, right, a wife and two kids, $300,000 is solid. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that. But I have one account that I passed with them. Actually, ooh, maybe I can log in because I have another one that the daily loss limit. It's not a hard breach; it's a soft breach. So I could probably full port that for you guys to see. That would be entertainment. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do that here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Gotta do some stuff. But if you guys are tuning in, I'm up to 80 on this account. I've taken two trades, one loser, one winner. Which my first one trade was almost a winner. But you know what sucks? It didn't give it to me. It came 1 point away from my freaking take profit. And guess what? It said, nope, I'm going to reverse right here. Freaking piece of dirt. That's what I tell you. Piece of trash. I was so I was so butthurt. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and just give me 1 second here. Right, I'm back. I am back. I'm not going to be trading on my Apex account. This one is, I think we're like $800 away from blowing it, so I'm going to full port this thing, dude. Gonna have some fun. See if we can catch a good trade, catch a ripper to the upside. We are selling down, so either way though, you know, this year is going a little better. I have another payout that is coming out tonight. Oh, here we go. I think I might have missed that. Turn that off. Get in long here. See if we can get that. Catch us long. Right it back up. Come on, tag me in and go back up. Rip it up. Come on. Don't come down. No. Don't do it. This is just degenerate trading right here, okay? This is a evaluation account. I'm just here to have fun. This is not a real account. Not funded, so I'm not too stressed about it. Me, I live in man, I don't know if I want to share Gutsy, dude. Kind of private stuff, dude. Let's just say I live in the South. We'll say that, okay? Just for protecting myself too. But yeah, no, dude, there's not a lot of Hmong traders that I've seen, man. I'm right there with you, dude. Bet you Hmong tao. I think mới từ nè có bỏ từ thao đấy chỉ Hmong tao. Oh no! Ah, damn it. This didn't work. Damn it. Whatever. Okay. Anyways, that was just a evaluation account, so it is what it is. Look, man, you never know, dude. My state is small, man. People will find me easily. But I'm right with you. There's not many Hmong traders, dude. Not many Hmong traders. I think there are though. It's just that they none of them really stream. To be honest. But it's always good to see a fellow Hmong out there, dude. See a fellow brother. Or if you're a woman, you know. What do you think it is? I'm telling you, it's not Minnesota. It's not Minnesota. There's a lot of Hmong people there, dude. I know that. Tashichio, Minnesota. No. Okay, if you guess it right, I'll say. Oh, nope. Oklahoma. Not there. I don't know, Minnesota. To be honest, if you would have said Minnesota, though, you would have been pretty close. Well, not close, but I mean, that's a really good guess. North Carolina, nope. Dude, I haven't met many, like, really Hmong people from North Carolina. Pen. You need a pen, Astro? Actually, what is mine? I'm going to put my name in the chat. Okay, so I do come up as this is Lee. Okay, it's not another name. Oklahoma. I mean, no, that was a really good guess, Scotty. You were really good guess. Although, oh, come on. Dude, it literally stopped me out and it went back up. Freaking. Come on. Why didn't you just work for the stream, you know? What the heck? Man, I want to let down, dude. It is what it is, though. With this one, we only had like $800 in drawdown, so I wasn't too hurt. It was cheap anyways. So, we're not going to worry about that. Not a funded account. Oh, we're still going down. Coming down to this level that we were kind of talking about earlier. I did pass my funded with Apex, though, so there you go. There's the proof in the pudding. But I'm not going to friggin' trade this overnight, dude. Heck nah. Oh, Pennsylvania? Is that where you're from, Astro? Or are you guessing with Gotzi as well? To be honest, I've never been to Pennsylvania. I kind of want to go during like the fall season. I think Pennsylvania would be nice because they have a lot of like very beautiful like the leaf foliage, whatever, fall foliage. Oh, me, Pennsylvania? No, bro, that's like that is northeast. That is way north. That's not even south. How did you guess that? I mean, you know what? Let me take it back. I'm not making fun of you, but I'm like, dude, that's like way north. I do have a couple buddies that actually live up there. Where I'm at right now, it is. The leaves are not back yet, but it's nice. Up in like 60s now. We're starting to get up. Yo, man, this market is just bleeding. Luckily, though, do have my payout that should be processed tomorrow. So I have $720 that is coming by this midnight. So by midnight, I should be getting that in my account. Another $900 payment tomorrow, and hopefully I can keep it going with the other funded account that I have. Really want to just try to maximize. Georgia, ooh, close. Oh, okay. No, you just left. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm not gonna hold that against you, Astro. I won't hold that against you. Georgia's close. Dude, you guys are never gonna guess where I'm from. It's like I don't want to give you more hints because if I keep giving you guys more hints, it's just gonna make it super obvious. It'll be super obvious. Let's see. Mm. Mhm. Man, how nice would it have been if I would have just passed my funded account from being down $1,000, right? Would have made 4,000. Would have been nice, but no. Mhm. I guess I don't have my. I'm looking to see if I still have my Apex code, but it is what it is. Florida, Missouri, Bama. Ooh, close. One of your y'all are getting closer, getting hotter. We'll say, I guess. Yo, just look at this market, just freaking. Ooh, that is nasty. Are we coming for 24,800? Taking a look at the daily chart though. Hold on. Come back down. I mean, if we just keep tanking, we might be 24,600. Mississippi. Don't worry, I have trouble spelling Mississippi too. But incorrect. It's actually I think you spelled Mississippi right. How do you? How do you? Miss is. All right, so no, you did. I think at the end it's just one I instead of two. Such a weird state to spell Mississippi, dude. We just call it MS. Louisiana. Ooh, close but no cheese. You know what's funny though is that in logistics, a lot of people confuse LA, like Louisiana, the state of Louisiana, with Los Angeles. And it's kind of funny because it's like, hey, I'm going to LA. People are like, uh, Los Angeles? They're like, no, Louisiana. If a fair value gap. Oh, you trade ICT Kotzi? To be honest, I mean, I'm not dogging on you, right? I don't trade that. So I don't do any fair value gaps. I'm kind of just all price action with the exception of some minor indicators like VWAP and stuff. But for the most part, I'm just all price action, baby. That's how we do it. It's the best way to trade. These little like lines in the background are not indicators. It's one of the outlines that comes by default. Oh, okay. So fair value gaps with price action. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm not one to judge though. You know what? I don't care what your strategy is. As long as it makes money, that's the best strategy. The best strategy is the one that makes you money, hands down. Right. Okay. Nice. Break and retest. Yeah. I mean, Astro. I do that. Break and retest. Way I do it like market structure, supply and demand. Right. Overall, looking just structure, like looking at levels. Right. For example, I went long here just because I was full porting being a degenerate and just wanted some entertainment for the stream. And I had $800. I was like, screw it. But either way, when I do not trade like a degenerate and I trade on my funded account, I normally just look for, like you said, a break and retest, looking for higher highs, higher lows, bull flags, like the most simple things that you probably learned when you first started. That's just how I trade. And I like to keep my trading simple because I don't want to think too much. Because I've been in that situation where I've had a lot of like analysis paralysis because I was just overthinking my trade. And when I really just boiled it down, I was like, why don't I just trade something that's easy, right? Because what makes a strategy work is you, the person, unless you can code it, right? There are some traders that are on like Wall Street, like we're talking like in the big firms, right? The actual like prop firms in Chicago and New York. Those guys have their own strategies that they've coded. But I'm a retail trader and I kind of just trade what works with me, you know? Yeah, got to exactly simplicity, dude. And that's just the thing. Along with consistency and, managing risk, right? And obviously, I need to work on risk management as well. I need to be way better about it, to be honest. But that's just it. Everybody has their own strategies, their own little things. They call it finding your own edge. I have found my edge, and it's worked with me. So, if it makes me money, that's it. That's all I focus on. I'm not focused on anything else. I'm just here as the day trader to make money, right? I think that's one thing that. Sorry, I need to grab some water. Hold on. Water. All right. I freaking love this wave mic arm. It's freaking amazing, dude. I'll tell you what. Best thing ever. Best thing to exist. Because I used to have my mic just down here. But not to get off topic. Just trade the strategy that works with you. That's at the end of the day, if it makes money, it makes money. That's one thing that really helped me, and there's really no holy grail when it comes to trading too. We've just been chop. I wonder what tomorrow's gonna be like though, because today we kind of just it's kind of weird. I mean, we kind of just moved up a little bit, so opened up, strong move to the upside, and then they kind of just like formed this little head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, and then now it's dumping. But if we keep selling overnight, could be another chance to rip it up to the highs, right? I don't know. Let's see here. All time highs is at 26,353. So I don't think we're gonna. Oh, actually, I take it back. I'm sorry. It's 26,668 and 75. So we were way far from that. But side note, do you guys trade like gold or silver? For the past couple of weeks, a lot of people have been jumping over to like the silver and like the metal trend. I personally haven't done it just because I know that the swings are those are like so huge. Like each tick is what, $25, $50, which is insane. You have to catch a really good move. Think we're gonna dump for the rest of the week, Astro? I mean, we could. Let's switch it to the daily chart. So this is the daily chart right now, and on this candle, we're coming down. So huge rejection off, come down. I mean, I think we're just really in this chop zone. Let me draw this out. We're in the zone. So I think This is where we're probably gonna chop for a bit. This is not financial advice, but this is kind of me just thinking out loud. We're in the chop zone, consolidation, and then what? Do we come down a little bit lower? Which I'm glad this is happening too, because it can be very tricky trading all time highs. Because all time highs, in reality, you just go long, but it's hard, right? Mentally, it's not hard, but it's just like trying to be hard to commit yourself. Yeah, squeezing some out. Because this candle open really doesn't make sense too on this day. So the second, I guess technically today, right? Whatever the New York, this past session, the open down here really doesn't make sense. Which it had a gap Sunday night. Actually, I did trade Sunday night. There was a gap. So I think this gap fill just made sense for the market to come back down. But we don't have a wake up here. So a good chance tomorrow that, we just keep selling overnight, come back up, test a wick, and then keep dropping. So anything goes, right? Switch this back down to 3 minute. This is my bread and butter. Is the 3 minutes. That is my bread and butter. I wonder if my Apex code still works. I know I said I moved on from them, but I had my reasons. Like, man, there was just too many rules, and I was not a fan of that. But now that they've made it black and white, that's really what I think everybody wanted. Because if you can get 20 counts of that, look, I'll take 30 G's anyway. Any day. Let's see here. Keep one cool. I guess it's not there. All right, let's just log out. Looking like another bear flag that's forming up here. I mean, 800 is in sight. It might just pull back further than what we want. I will say this though, I do want to get more accounts with other prop firms as well. Like I'm not just gonna stick to one. In reality, where the money is really made from prop firm trading is having multiple accounts, and that's not just with one firm. Like you want to have as many firms as possible. In my honest opinion, right? This is just my opinion, not financial advice, but that's really where the money is made. And I think once you have multiple accounts as well, like I've been at that point where I had like 6 accounts funded at once. And like the mental, I guess, the burden is kind of lifted off your shoulders because if you don't copy trade them all and you just trade one at a time, like it's really, if the pressure's kind of taken off of you because you're not pressured to make money, you can just be like, okay, well, I can just make $200 here and there and not have to rush the process. Versus when you have only one, you really want to like try to protect that one. You're like, I can't lose this one. So any single trade I take is automatically like it. You start sweating because you're like, dude, I can't lose this account. But when you have multiple, it kind of takes the burn off. And when you're not thinking about making money, trading is definitely easier. Trying to find that flow state of trading is where it's at. And I think having multiple accounts definitely helps with it. Now, I would say having multiple accounts does have you know, its cons as well. Not everything is just good or bad. Having multiple accounts sometimes means that you can be a little bit of a degen as well. Be like, oh well, if I blow this one, I have a few more. So trying to find that equal balance of good and bad is where that sweet spot is. And I want to max out on all platforms. If I trade with whichever other ones, I want to max out all the firms. That's the goal. But either way, we are kind of stats for the night. We're up 280 on the other prop firm that I'm with, that one I'm actually taking a bit more serious. I am a little bit aggressive with it, but that I'm taking a bit more with when it comes to Apex here. I'm kind of just like, you know, not really swinging for the fences, but I want to pass it quick. But for me also as well, whenever I do trade my evaluations, I am more aggressive because for me and the current point that I'm at in my trading career, or I guess trading life, whatever you call it doesn't make sense for me to stay in evaluation stage for too long. You know, if the requirement is 8 days, I want to get a pass within that time because I am losing money by not being in a funded stage. And that's just me. You know, I'm not trying to brag, but a lot of traders I think will, in my opinion, I think will hit that stage, Astro, I know that you've gotten your first payout, dude. That's awesome, but maybe there comes a point where, it doesn't make sense to just be in evaluation for too long. But I'm not targeting you. I'm just saying that's my experience. Which the neat thing is there's a lot of platforms out there that allow you to pass quickly. That's where it's at. And if Top Step wants to get their placement back in the top platform, they gotta change a lot of their rules. They're just like really old school. Oh yeah. Top Step, in my opinion, they're like the boomers, which isn't bad. To be honest, at this point, they probably should just open up an actual like prop firm, like a brick and mortar in Chicago. I think they are in Chicago, so they just need to open up their own like hedge fund and actually find traders to come there and trade live, like SMB Capital on YouTube. Oh shoot, look at that sell. SMB Capital, they actually have their own firm. So I think with the way Topset does, they just need to do that. Because if you actually want really, 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 really good traders, you want to have, in my opinion, an actual firm. You know, because that way you can actually selectively recruit good traders to come and you can give them actual capital to trade. But that, the overhead fees and stuff for that, I would imagine, are pretty expensive as well. Because, I mean, owning a building, it's not cheap. You got to pay for electricity, you got to pay for water and, utilities and own the building. And then if it's not really occupied, you're kind of wasting money too. But that's the thing. That's just the thing. Probably should try to get another valuation account so we can do have some entertainment. Now I think we've had a pretty good night so far. Besides this, I mean, we blew this valuation. It is what it is. But I wonder if somebody caught the short. If you caught the short, because we opened up here 17. So if you caught 25,000 and you held it down, you'd be up 170 points. That is insane. The biggest trade that I've ever took. I don't even know how many points it was, but it was on Top Step, and I made over $7,000, which that is on my YouTube channel. I am not lying about that. Okay, I have the full trade. I think it was like an hour or 2 hours that I held the trade, and it's on my YouTube channel. You can go check it out. I think it's titled My Biggest Trade Ever. So that was on a funded account, and I am not lying. Okay, don't want to be like those people that say, "Hey, man, we made 10,000," but that was like a demo account. Kind of crazy. Or maybe I should be like one of those gurus and start an actual, pay Discord. Hey guys, would you guys pay to be in my Discord? I'm not even profitable, but just buy my course. Now, I would say this, we joke about it, but there are some people out there that actually offer good courses, right? And it's really a shame that you have a bunch of freaking dirtbags that are just lying, right? Because now the good people get punished. People that are actually really, really good day traders that have an actual course are now suffering the consequences of someone else's actions. And I don't have anything against the actual traders, when they are proven to be legit, right? They have all their statements. I have nothing against them selling the courses, you know. And I think if you are really, really good at what you do, you should not be giving it away for free either. A lot of people will say otherwise, like, yo, if you're so good, why don't you just give it away for free? No, dude. Look, day trading is tough. And when someone comes to you and says, hey, dude, I saw you got a payout. Can you teach me for free? That's honestly like if you want to offend a trader, that's a really good way to do that. Because it's not physically tough, but mentally, dude, day trading would like screw you like your mind over, dude. Your changes your perception on money. You know, you really find out who you are when you start day trading. Your emotions come out. So if someone's good, I give it to them. Ultimately, too, I know I am streaming, so my goal isn't to be trading forever, if I'm being honest. Now, I am going to use trading as a leverage to earn income, right? Earn capital, but the ultimate goal is not to be trading forever. Either code a bot to trade for me or make money from social media too. And that's my thing is like trading is very tough mentally. So I want to find every single avenue of income that I can and make money from that. I don't have an issue with anybody else out there promoting the code as long as you are using the product that you're promoting. That's my thing. And you're trying to get better, right? Because you have some people that just stream, throw the codes, and walk away, don't even really trade, and they're not even actually trying to trade, right? That's one thing that pissed me off because I'm like, dude, you're just freaking trying to game the system. Like, actually use it, be good, you know, try. Yeah, investments, you know, that's where it's at. I want to become a passive investor in a sense. Self-covered cause. Yeah, honestly, Astro, I've thought about like I haven't been looking, but I want to get into options because I know that options is a really good way to kind of trade, right? And to be honest, options is great because it's more like swing trading, right? So this is I guess the active side of it, but options is full like swing because you just put in a whatever. Let's say you put in a call, be like, all right, I think it's gonna go up to 24,900. You just walk away. In reality, that's the life, you know. So let's see, never wasted any money on courses. I don't think anyone would give their secret sauce away. Yeah, I mean, same here. I never spent any money on courses, but it's not really so much. I think the secret sauce because the secret sauce in trading. This is my opinion, right? Is that it's you. You are the secret sauce. Your mindset, and the really secret sauce is like just risk management, right? And when you have paying for a course, you're not really paying for the information that someone has. What you are paying for in a course, in my opinion, is you are paying for accountability. Someone that has proven themselves to be a great trader to hold you accountable and call out your mistakes, right? That's really what you're paying for when you get a course. And when you have, in my opinion, it's like when you play sports, when you have someone else behind you looking at your work, you don't want to screw up. You want to do the best you can and be more strict. And that's really what paying a course is for, right? You're just paying for somebody to keep you accountable that has proven to be good. Trade options, strategy. So I gotta start. I mean, it's not the strategy, Astro. For me, I don't even know like the leverages of like options, right? So like when I put in a put, you know, like how much money do I need to put down? Because I know that there's so much. Like I'm just thinking so much. I don't know how to put it because I'm an amateur in options, so I'm not gonna even try to say I'm a pro, but I'm definitely a noob. Because I know one guy that is actually really good at day trading is on Top Step, and it's Dakota. I think everybody knows him. He's taking losses on stream too, but that guy he's a legit trader. If anybody out there is legit, it's him, Dakota, one of the uh, the legit traders. Risking the premium. Yeah, like see that? Like I don't understand that fully yet too. Like I understand the concept of it because I've looked into a little bit, but I just don't know what all is. And to be honest, I just need to stop being a little girl and just actually go look it up, and I can find it easily, right? Yeah, I've heard about that getting out options, but can you can't lose more than you invest, right? On options, because like I mean, it's similar to like just how we trade here, right? You put in $200, you can only lose that $200, or do you go negative? Because I remember watching this Robinhood trade. There was a teen. I think you guys know it too. Everybody out there in day trading, if you traded, you heard about the story of I think the kid that went in. He went $700,000 in the negative, and he took his own life over it, which is unfortunate. But you know, oh, okay, nice. So you can only lose 100. Nice. What's the return on it though? Like, how do you like quadruple or 10x your entries? 'Cause I've seen like people. I don't know if it's true. Correct me if I'm wrong, but people that enter with like $50 and they come out with like 1,000. Yeah, I think that's it with that guy, Margin. I think if he had, because he traded over the weekend, if he would have just waited until the market opened, he would have made a lot of money back. 100%. What's the return on, or is it based on the stock? You know what I mean? When you enter like a, let's say they just enter a call for an options, right? They go around 100%. So what does that mean, 100%? Like you put in 50 and then you make another 50, or in terms of like quantifying like 2x, 3x, what is it? Also, Crash Course by Astro. If anybody's watching this after we are done streaming, make sure y'all pay Astro because this can't be free. Can't give away knowledge for free, man. You learned this, you gotta charge for it. You know, market's moving up. Ooh, back to the market. I think probably gonna get a push back up to 24,860. That would kind of make sense. All right, go on. You buy three options at $100. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, that makes sense. See, I like Astro. Keep it simple. That's the way I like it, dude. Explain it to me like I am a third grader. You've done great. Yeah, it's funny is I think I was gonna start with options whenever I first started. Like I really committed to like trading before I found a futures. I was like, if I need to wake up at 3 o'clock every day to scan stocks to find something to get into, I would do that. But luckily, I stumbled upon futures, and I'm like, dude, this is the future. No, no, no pun intended. Ooh, okay, on IWM will give you 100%. Okay, I gotta get into that, dude. I'm assuming you're using Robinhood. I know that Robinhood is like super basic, but it's like the most user friendly interface. Unless I think there's is it Coinbase or there's another one, right? It's made by a Chinese company. What was it? It's not Coinbase, it's something Bowl, Webull. Oh, Webull, I think. I think Webull is one up there. Webull is an option. Yo, we were just pulling back up. I know Webull's pretty good. But yeah, I want to get into that, dude. I feel like I'm missing out on some money. If I can just get in and kind of, make money from there. All right. Give you example. Oh yeah, huh? But you can choose, right? I think there's options that you can be like, hey, I want to buy at this level when it hits, and then expect it to go up to a higher level. Oh, okay. Gotta love options, dude. There's no pun intended. So many options. But no, I mean, what's the biggest you've risked on options? Like, how much money have you like gone in, or usually, are you usually just playing like $50 to $100 plays? Momentum. So it's almost like a breakout then, right? I'm assuming getting momentum. Here we go. We're coming back up to 24,860. This big move candle was just not really good. So I think the market's gonna chop its way back up here. Maybe form a bit more chop. Break down to 24,800, and maybe chop for the night, and then let it open. Maybe climb up a little. Who knows? Who knows? Dang, $800. Hey, been there. At least you've made money from options, dude. I mean, you made money from options, and now you got your payout from prop firms. That's amazing, man. $230 risk. That's perfect. I mean, that's not a bad risk at all either. 200, 300. That's typically what I mean. Really, this is completely different, right? But like relating it to how I trade, I normally risk about um $200 either way. So that's not bad at all. Either way, not much is happening. I mean, I've made my 280, so I'm not gonna switch back to that. I don't want to try to blow that funded account with the other prop firm because I really want to pass it, right? I want to max out the full five that I can have and max out with here too. So either way, though, if you guys did tune in, I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it here. But Astro and Gutsy, appreciate you two tuning in. Keeping it lively in the chat. Anybody else, if you're tuning in after the fact, don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell because I am gonna be going live more often this year, and you're not gonna want to miss out. Not on the financial advice, but just entertainment. But you have a good night. Be smart about your trading. Astro, congrats again on your first payouts, dude. That is freaking awesome. Keep it going. Make more money. And I will see you guys in the next